Hey guys, how are you doing? Me, mentally, decent. Physically, my allergies are crushing me, and also it's June, so maybe mentally not so decent, because it's June and I don't understand how. This year's gone by so fast and I've got nothing to show for it, really. Like, I don't understand. But anywho, today we're going to go over my whateverthon June TBR. These are the books that I'm planning to read. These are the books that I'm planning on reading for whateverthon. This is a readathon hosted by Maddie over on the book browsing blog. I highly recommend. Go watch her announcement video. It will be linked down below. And I pledged 8 books. But my goal, as we've learned from this channel, I'm overly ambitious. I'm gonna aim for 2 blackout bingo boards. 1 will be more than enough. We're counting the scores based off bingos, not blackouts, but I'm gonna try and black out. The reason for that being is you can use 1 book for 3 different prompts. So basically, we're just gonna go over the books that I'm reading and what prompts they're gonna fulfill. And then at the end, I'll show you the bingo board with all of the book covers so you can actually like physically see what it looks like. So we're just gonna jump into this, kick it off. The first book we're gonna talk about is A Certain Hunger by Chelsea G. Summers. This is on everyone's reading list. Everyone is reading this lately. It is pretty short, so I don't blame them. This is the unhinged hot girl's book of summer. Like, this has taken the crown. It's the title. This is the book for everyone, apparently. So I'm gonna read it. All I know is we are following our main character, and she is a cannibal serial killer? It's gonna be dark because I think she kills her victims that she sleeps with. I'm gonna pair this for dark romance. It might not be 100%, but that's the vibes that I'm getting as of right now. So we're stretching the prompts if I need to, but that's where I'm going with this. I also believe, last time I checked, that this was indie or self-published. So we're gonna check off that. I am really excited for this. I typically hate this like windowed cover for paperbacks, but for whatever reason I'm kind of into it. So I'm really looking forward to this. The next book I'm going to talk about is an audiobook, Woman Eating. This is by Claire Coda. I don't remember what this one is about. Not a clue. But I know that oh, yes I do. Just kidding. I'm a good booktuber. This is about a vampire who is leaving the nest. She's going to leave her mom. She's going to figure stuff out herself. I think this is like maybe Victorian London era, maybe. And they are vampire vegetarians. They eat pig instead of humans, but she's struggling, and I know there's going to be like a romance subplot. I'm intrigued to see how this goes. I want to say this is also a debut. The next book that I'm going to pick up, or I guess finish, will be Morning Star by Pierce Brown. I've been on a Red Rising saga this month, this year. This year I have been reading the Red Rising saga, buddy reading it with my boyfriend. We've been listening to the audiobooks and reading the books. I am not super far. I'm still like page 144 through this that I started last month. On average, it takes me about 2 months to read one of these books just because I'm reading so much else. But I do try and get this on my TBR. Last month it was on my TBR. I just didn't have the time for it. But because I'm buddy reading it, I don't want to like finish it too soon or way ahead of my boyfriend. So I'm trying to like keep pace. So I need to catch up to him, and then we'll finish it when he can. He's very busy, so I'm kind of working more on his schedule rather than mine for books. But yeah, what is this about? I feel like I've talked about this series on my channel so much, so I'm just like, I feel bad talking about it more. But basically in the Red Rising saga, we are following our main character Darrow. He is a red working in the mines of Mars, making it habitable, horrible living conditions, and he gets the unfortunate opportunity, yet fortunate, to infiltrate the Golds, which is high society, and kind of just make things go a little crazy. This book is wild. It is a journey. Everyone loves it. So many good reviews are out there. Austin and I are really enjoying the series, him more so than I am, but for sci-fi, having a good time. This is gonna fulfill 3 prompts for host fave, which Becca loves the Red Rising saga. I'm also filling continuous series and political fantasy. It's sci-fi, but it's fantasy, and it's fine. Same thing, right? Following in similar vein, I'm so nervous. We've got The Sword of Kygen by M.L. Wang. Do you see this? Do you see that? This is like 630 or something pages. This will be, I think, the largest book I'll ever read to date. So that's exciting. I'm not a big book person. They intimidate me. I'm a slow reader. This will take me forever to get through, but we're gonna do it. The goal is to read this in a month. On top of everything else. I don't know how it's gonna go. What is this about? I have no idea. I believe it's a standalone political fantasy. That's it. That's all I got for you. So, as I just mentioned, this will fit the political fantasy prompt. There's also water on the cover. Oh my god, I didn't mention. Hey everybody, I'm Team Beach Readers. I didn't mention that when I told you I was reading dark romance. So yeah, I'm on Team Beach Reader. I chose this because I liked the prompts. Okay, continuing on. So yeah, this is gonna also fit the water on the cover prompt, as well as reading it for last letter first, because it starts with T, and I have a book that I will talk about next. Next here we have The Project by Courtney Summers. Cult. That's what I know about this book. This book is, I think, about 2 sisters, and one of them escaped the cult or something like that. Yeah, stole my sister, murdered my son, saved my life. So, this will be fun. I think this will... Oh my god, I'm falling. I think this will be a really fun summer thriller. It's pretty short, which we love short books in this house. I'm a slow reader, so shorter the better. I'm using this to fulfill the... I'm going to read this before starting this so that the T's align, if that makes sense. I'm also going to use this for summer thriller. I don't know if that's completely accurate, maybe because her name is Courtney Summers that I'm getting those vibes, but I don't know. We'll see. I hope this is summer vibes. Maybe you guys will know and tell me down below if I'm just completely out of line. And I'm also going to use this for the and of and a prompt. The project. Next up we have Sadie by Courtney Summers. Same author. This is also a young adult thriller. This one I'm less sure what it is about, but I do know that it has a podcast element, so I'm really hoping to listen to the audiobook at the same time. I'm not sure if she's investigating something or what the full deal is, but I'm still excited nonetheless. The prompts that this is going to fulfill will be recently hauled, because I literally just took this out of the box now, but I haven't actually hauled in the vlog yet, so don't tell them. This is a little sneak peek. This also will fit for one-word title in a different format. Different format because I'm planning to mix media read. I want to read the physical with the audiobook, but there's also a podcast element, so I feel like that kind of gives it a different format, you know? So that's the vibes. I'm really excited for this. This is like cult fave of young adult thrillers on YouTube. This had like a really big blow up for a while and is still talked about in such like high praise, so I'm really excited to get to this. Up next, I've got Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. If you've been on my channel for quite some time, you know this book. You're familiar. Yeah, we're still here. We're still reading it. Let's see. I'm literally like about halfway. I'm picking this up for one prompt and one prompt only, and that's on a previous TBR. I've actually been reading this book since November of 2021. Yikes. Oops. I have no explanation, no reason. I am enjoying this. Like, I think this is a good book. I think it is funny. Nothing spectacular has really happened. It's still our main character, Wallace, dealing with the grief of his own death in this halfway house of a tea shop before he goes through the door to move on. I believe there's going to be a romance with Hugo, though nothing really set in stone happened yet. They just kind of like dropped a flirt here and there, and they're like, oops. But yeah, I am enjoying it. The humor's really fun and lighthearted, so I'm excited to finish this and just see how it ends. Also, for on a previous prompt, while we are here, I have two other options. I'm not sure yet which I'm gonna go for, but I have the Midnight Bargain, which I just restarted a little bit ago. This is by CL Poke. I DNF'd this the first time 37% in, and now I think I'm like 15%. I remember the story very well, but I just wanted to restart it to make sure it was fresh. I don't know what this is about, but it's happening during the bargaining season, and our main character has other plans. Instead of marrying a wealthy man to help the family survive, she is trying to get in touch with some sort of magic in her to go that way, because women, I think, give their magic to their husbands or their family, or like aren't allowed to have it when they're married or something like that. As I said, I DNF'd it, so it's not like something I'm chomping at the bits to read again, but I would like to finish it and get it completed, because I'm not a big DNF fan. I don't prefer to do it if I don't have to, and this is a very quick book I can listen to like on a single day at work when it's slow. So that's the plan. The other book that I'm going to try and read for this prompt will be The Ice Palace by Tarji Vesas? Sorry if that's incorrect. I want to say this is Polish translated work. I am 35 pages into this, and I have been for a very long time. This is about two girls that become friends, and one of them runs off to the Ice Palace, and the other, I believe, saves them. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't picked it up. I have like 85 pages left or something, but I just need to finish it. It's not a bad story. It's actually very beautifully written, but I'm not invested in it, but it's only been 35 pages, so makes sense. The Ice Palace will also be filling the under 300 pages prompt, since I want to say it's about 105, maybe, the ebook. And on that same note, we're going to try and read the Heartstopper. At least, I'm not going to fully commit, but we're going to read the first two in the Heartstopper series. There's 4 out right now. A novella novel? No, I think just a novel. I don't know. A Nick and Charlie novel that takes place after. Book 5 is coming out next year. So I just want to make sure like I'm ready. I've already seen the show. I know What a Crime, but I loved it, and I plan to watch it again for my guilt-free activity. I love it. I am really excited to see these, especially the later books when they get a bit heavier and more in depth. But yeah, we're gonna read these. This one is going to fulfill host's favorite book. Gav put these as his favorite for this year, so boom. We're also going to use the second book to continue a series. I'm going to get the third book, I think, in a couple of days, and I already have the fourth book. So if I want to binge them, I totally could. They are pretty short, and they're graphic novels, so we'll see, we'll see. What are these about? Just Nick and Charlie. Nick and Charlie developing a friendship and then a relationship and the trials that they go through together. And the last physical book that I have to talk about, Hide by Kirsten White. This is the Literally Dead book club pick for June. I'm so excited. This is also pretty short, and this is a thriller, horror, supernatural, amusement park hide and seek game that goes murderous. I'm not entirely sure. High stakes hide and seek competition turns deadly in this dark supernatural thriller from Kirsten White. I'm really excited. Also, like, yes please, thank you. I actually pre-ordered this, so I've had it for a little bit, and I'm so excited to get to it. It's beautiful. Like, I'm sorry, I love Love this color. This is going to also fit the recently hauled prompt, because I recently hauled it. It is also a one-word title, hide, and that's it for this, but I think it could also fit summer thriller, so my board might move around as I'm reading the books and figuring out more what they are, what prompts they fit best, but that's the plan. The next book is fitting 2 prompts, my favorite genre, and 2021 release, and that will be All of Us Villains by Amanda Foody and Kristen Lynn Herman. I don't know what this is about. Dark Academia? I'm not sure. I don't know exactly, but I've seen this around BookTube for a while. It's a little bit on the chunk side, but I'm really excited for it. I don't know. I've been intrigued since the first time I heard it pitched, and then I haven't really been listening or watching what people have to say about it since. But this will also segue into fitting the buzzwordathon prompt for the month. This is also same as Literally Dead Book Club, hosted by Kayla Books and Lala, as you probably know by now. And the buzzword for June is all. So any books with the word all in the title fit. The other book that I'm planning to read for the buzzwordathon is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. This is a World War II historical fiction. We will see how I do. I have not read historical fiction since, I want to say, high school. Keep in mind I've only been like seriously reading for the last year. I do have a shelf down here that you can't see of my historical fictions because it used to be a favorite genre of mine, specifically World War II era. So I'm hoping that it goes well. I've heard great reviews. It makes everybody cry. I'm ready to sob. So we will see. I'm hoping for the best. This will be fitting a couple prompts as well, like water on the cover and least read genre. There we go. And the final book that I almost forgot about it because I kind of want to forget about it. We'll see how this goes. Riley Sager's new book, The House Across the Lake. This comes out in June, I think June 24th. I do not have any plans on purchasing this. I plan to listen to the audiobook because I bought Survive the Night. And although it was a very quick, fun summer thriller to read, it wasn't good. It wasn't great. It was kind of a letdown for how much praise I hear of Riley Sager. So yeah, I don't plan on purchasing The House Across the Lake, seeing as it sounds like every other domestic thriller where a woman is stalking the neighborhood. So yeah, planning to read it because it fits a couple prompts and it's next month's buzzword or Literally Dead Book Club pick. So if I can just get it out of the way, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, that is it. Which is crazy. I want to say this is probably the smaller TBR that I've made. And I'm going to hold this up for you guys. And my goodness. This is the physical TBR. Granted, there's some smaller books, some graphic novels, thrillers. I think it'll be pretty quick pace. I think the one I'm most concerned with is The Sword of Kygen because it's a chunker. I don't read a lot of chunky books. They intimidate me, but we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited for this month of reading. I think it's going to be fun, and I hope to stick to my TBR. Here's the thing, guys. I also have a few carryovers from last month that I'm still wrapping up. So, there's also that. But overall, this is what I'm planning to read. Okay, so I sort of forgot to go over the bingo board with you guys. So, I'm gonna do that now. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the things that I didn't go over were the like non-reading prompts, which will all be a part of my vlogs. So if you watch my vlogs, you'll definitely see these. But I figured I should probably do the color on the cover, random color thing with you guys. So I'm gonna pull up random color generator. And randomizing, I got blue, black. Okay, I guess that's fine. Most of my color, like, everything I read is basically black, so that's fine, I guess. The first one that comes to mind will be The Project by Courtney Summers, because that's pretty black. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Here is the board, reworked at its like final, true ending, standing. Okay, thanks. Sorry, this was chaotic. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're participating in whateverthon or if you're reading any of these books. What are you reading? I'd love to know. I'm so out of breath. It's really warm right now, but we're wrapping this up. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys all very soon in my next video. I hope you have a great day, and bye!